Hello, everyone. We're back to answering questions that you have asked us about the real estate industry here in Belize. Let's get going. Answer question number 113, which was asked by Sandra. And she said, how much are property taxes in Belize? How much are property taxes in Belize? This is a really important question, especially as you're beginning to properly budget for your new property here in Paradise. So a couple of facts I want to share with you beforehand. Number one is the rate of property taxes. The rate of property taxes is 1% of the unimproved land, 1% of the value of the unimproved land. Now, please note, it does not matter what is built on your property. You could have a little shack, you could have a mega mansion. It's always going to be 1% of the unimproved land. Number two is that property taxes are due April 1st of every year. If you pay in advance, those property taxes are often discounted. You're able to pay online, especially here on Ambergris Caye. Not every district, not every area of Belize offers this online payment right now, but here on Ambergris Caye, they do. If you want to watch that session on how to pay your property taxes here on Ambergris Caye, I did a session on that. I'll put a link in the description below for you to check that out. And then point number three here is please remember that Belize is a developing country. You are probably going to be so excited to see how low the property taxes are, the annual property taxes. But just remember that because they're low, we don't necessarily have all of that extra money going into infrastructure, going into schools. So this is going to be important for you to remember as you're looking at property here in Belize. It's still a developing country, but you paying your property taxes here in Belize on time absolutely does help as we do continue to see improvements in the infrastructure. So with that, I'm going to just share with you a couple of real life examples, some properties that are currently listed and what the property taxes are. So here's example number one. This is a lot on the northern side of Ambergris Caye. It is about 8.5 miles north, about 5,500 square feet. The price is about $56,000 and the property taxes are $112.50 US. Please note throughout all of these next examples, all of the prices are going to be in US dollars. So just please bear that in mind too. But with that being said, the listing price and what you pay for the property really does not have any determining factor on the property tax. So please just bear that in mind because again, the property tax is going to be based on the value of the unimproved land and not at the time of sale. So keep that in mind. All right, so example number one, this lot right over here, property tax is only $112.50. And this is actually a big reason you can see the affordability here that a lot of people decide to land bank in Belize. And that is when you own land, let it sit, appreciate, and then you sell it at a later date because your ongoing costs, your carrying costs for that parcel is just minimal. So this is a big reason why people tend to land bank here, minimal ongoing costs. $112.50. All right, example number two, this is a beachfront, Caribbean front parcel 5 miles south on Ambergris Caye, going for $269. It's about 5,800 square feet, and the property taxes here are $105. Now, please do not try to make the numbers make sense because you'll see that this lot is a little bit smaller and not on the beach, and the property taxes are a little bit higher. Don't try to make it make sense, just roll with it. But here you'll see $269 is the listing price, and the property taxes here are $105 US. All right, let's look at example number three. This is a condo on Ambergris Caye, about 3 miles north, 3.5 miles north, 1,700 square feet, about 3 bedrooms. It is 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, going for $399. Annual property tax here is $500 US. $500 US for a 3-bedroom condo. Here's another example. This is a single family home located within Mahogany Bay. The house is about 1,200 square feet. The lot is about 4,500 square feet. And the annual property tax is $90 US. Again, doesn't matter what's built on top of your property. It's just based on the value of your unimproved land. And this property is located about 2.5 miles south on Ambergris Caye. All right, let me give you another example. This is in the Cayo district. So the last few examples we gave to you were on Ambergris Caye. This is in the Cayo district. I mean, I love this, right? This is fantastic to see these sort of numbers here. So Casablanca, it's a stunning home, very, very beautiful home, about 1,400 square feet. Lot size is about 1/3 of an acre. It's being sold right now for $335. This cute, charming home in the Cayo district on 1/3 acre has property taxes of $5 US per year. $5 US per year. So again, it is very affordable, we'll say, just always something to factor these numbers into your budget to make sure that you're able to maintain your ongoing costs. Typically, what a lot of people will do is they will just pay into the kitty, we'll say they'll pay a handful of years of property tax to the lands department so that they don't have to think about it again. It is important for you to be paying on time. There are a couple of things that will be contingent on your property tax being up to date and paid. So for example, if you want to sell your property tax does have to be up to date. That can always be done at closing as well if it hasn't been paid in some time. Also here on Ambergris Key, if you want to get a vehicle, they're going to ask you where that vehicle is going to be parked, and then you have to show that the property tax has been paid. So important for you to note that. And again, it's just easy enough to do, especially with these online payments over here. So just something to bear in mind. But yes, $5 for your property tax in the Coyote district. Obviously, just depending on the size of the land you have, you're going to see that the more acreage you have, the more your property tax is. It does also depend on where in the country you are. You can see the Coyote district here in Santa Familia. It's a little village close to about 15-20 minutes from San Ignacio, about 15-20 minutes from Spanish Lookout, but it's a little village in Coyote district, and here the property tax is lower than other parts of the country. So just something to note as well. If you are planning to own real estate in Belize, please reach out to us. We have not just this resource guide, but many that we can send over to you via email. We really believe in education of knowing what it is that you're purchasing and what that process looks like. We want you to be a happy owner with us. And so we want to make sure you have all the resources you need in order to make those smart decisions. Please reach out to our team. We have an incredible group who works with me here at Luna Realty. We'd love to hear from you, love to hear your goals, what you want to accomplish, and then hopefully help you find them. My name is Rachel Jensen, broker owner of Luna Realty Belize, and we look forward to seeing you in Belize sometime. Bye, everyone.